Carolyn's beard. It sure is chilly here in the North Castle. And look at all this snow. I sure am glad that I have this robe and this hat to keep me warm.
Persephone, you are right. We have tons of snow here. Snow often reminds us of Christmas, and today's story tells us about Mary's journey to Bethlehem and the birth of Jesus, the reason we celebrate Christmas. Here at North Castle and a few other places in the world, you can see snow at Christmas. Since we're looking at the Christmas story, let's make some snow right now.
Yay, I love snow.
Today we're going to use this white powder. What do you think it might be?
Well, I don't know what it's called, but I bet you're going to make it into something magical. Right?
Magic? Well, Persephone, remember, this is science. This powder.
Magic is better.
Science. This powder is actually a polymer. A polymer is a chain of teeny tiny little molecules that are connected together. They're so small that you would need a high-powered microscope to see each one. Imagine that each of these paper clips were one molecule, okay? But remember, they're so little that you wouldn't be able to see them by themselves. When the clips are connected in a chain, just like this one, it's now called a polymer. Polymers are around us and all around the world in things like plastic.
Really?
Let's see what happens when you add water to our polymer.
Oh, I bet they were going to dissolve in the water, like salt or sugar.
Let's see.
Huzzah! It's growing! It's growing!
Ah, look at it grow.
I want to touch it. Look at the snow.
Wow.
Wow.
So you're right, Persephone. The polymer grew and turned into a snow-like substance because it's a polymer called hydrophilic. Hydro means water, and philic means to like.
Oh, wow.
Think of these pipe cleaners as molecules. When I put them together, it forms this hydrophilic polymer. This. When there's no water in the polymer, it lays flat like this. Okay? Now imagine that this is a water molecule.
Ooh.
Okay? Now remember, this is so little. You can't see any of this happening because it's so teeny tiny.
But that one's big.
This one's big.
Yeah.
That's right. Because it would be hard to show you what it looked like if it was really as small as it really was, and what happened.
Right.
So it lays flat like this when it's just the polymer. But along comes the water, and the polymer swells when the water comes near it, and then the polymer holds the water, which then makes the polymer take up more space.
Whoa.
That's what happened there.
Really?
Yeah, and that's why the
Whoa.
snow grew.
But I really was hoping it was magic.
I know.
Oh, man.
I know. It
I
looked
like
like magic. It did look like magic.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it is, again, science. And it's pretty cool, too. You can also see these polymers at work. You know where?
Where?
Baby diapers.
Diapers? For babies?
Yes.
Oh,
You don't
I love
actually see it.
babies.
But they're
I don't
dry.
wear a diaper anymore, though.
No,
Do you?
no.
No.
But when my babies were little, they wore diapers.
Yeah,
And
mine
most
too.
like you did too. And what happens is inside the diaper are these hydrophilic polymers. And then once they get wet, those polymers soak up all the liquid, and that's how the baby stays dry.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
The cool thing is that this is not a chemical change. So you might remember earlier in the week where Persephone did the baking soda and the vinegar, and it turned into carbon dioxide. You remember that with a
Yes,
candle?
yes.
That was a chemical change. Something else was formed. Here, nothing else is being formed. It's still a polymer, and it's still water. So once the water evaporates, the polymer goes back like it was, and this snow will shrink back into the powder that it once was
Really?
once the water evaporates. So it's just a physical change.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I love it when there is snow on the ground. Everything looks so calm and peaceful. It makes me think of the Christmas story, which reminds us how God loves us so much that he sent Jesus into our world to show us how to live and spread the good news of God's peace. So when we see snow or anything else that reminds us of Christmas, we can be reminded of how God sent Jesus and that we are invited to share the good news of God's peace with everyone and pass on the message that was shared by the angels and shepherds in today's story. We can armor up with peace.
We sure can. Well, we hope you enjoyed today's science demonstration, and it's now time to go to your supply bags. Get out your snack, which is a baggie of star-shaped cookies. And if you remember, the wise men followed the star to go and find Jesus after he was born.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So enjoy those cookies and go watch the closing video. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye bye.